This is the newsroom on TV 360 Nigeria. I am Fidelia Aguncha. The Nigerian police force has confirmed 16 officers were killed in various operations across Zamfara state. Force spokesperson Jimoh Moshood says the officers were found by a police joint intervention force on a search and rescue mission after a massive operation against the bandits in the northwestern state. Moshood also says 20 officers were rescued alive in the operation, which followed a clampdown on the bandits. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar, has been directed to join his colleagues in the Northeast. The directive, which came from the Ministry of Defense, follows a similar order to the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuka Buratai. The Air Chief is to specifically reorganize air operations in support of Operation Lafia Dole in the Northeast and Sarandaji in Zamfara State. A third meeting between the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has ended without resolving the lecturers' dispute. While the meeting, which held at the Federal Ministry of Education, was to find a lasting solution to the ongoing strike by the university lecturers, the union embarked on the strike on November 4 over the poor funding of Nigerian universities and non-implementation of previous agreements by the government. The Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics, ASUP, has declared that it would begin an indefinite strike from December 12. The national president of ASUP, Usman Dushe, says the federal government had failed to meet the demands of the polytechnic lecturers. Well, prior to this impending strike, the union had on October 2nd issued a 21-day ultimatum to the government before it extended it to November, but even then, it did not commence the strike action. Well, Sudan's long-serving president Omar Bashir is closer to another term in office after a majority of lawmakers backed a constitutional amendment to extend term limits. Well, unless the constitution is changed, Bashir, who has been in power since 1989, is not permitted to stand again when his present term ends, having won 2 elections since a 2005 constitutional amendment took effect, imposing a 2-term limit. The Special Counsel investigating alleged Russian collusion in the 2016 U.S. election will not be pursuing a jail sentence for former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, who has admitted lying to the FBI. But in a memo, Robert Mueller says Flynn had provided first-hand details about links between the Trump election team and Russian officials. Leon Balogun has scored the second quickest goal by a substitute in the English Premier League this season. The defender was on target in Brighton and Hove Albion's 3-1 triumph over Crystal Palace on Tuesday. And Serena Williams will resume her quest for a record equaling 24th Grand Slam title at the Australian Open in January after organizers confirmed her entry to the tournament. Williams reached the Wimbledon and US Open finals after her return last year, but lost both, leaving her one short of Australian Margaret Court's tally of Grand Slam singles titles. And Kenya's marathon world record holder Eliud Kipchoge and Colombian jumper Catherine Ibaguen have been honored as IAAF Athletes of the Year. Olympic champion Kipchoge shattered the world marathon record by 78 seconds as he completed the Berlin Marathon in 2 hours, 1 minute and 39 seconds, while Ibaguen was a Diamond League champion in both long jump and triple jump, while both are first-time winners of the award. And that's the latest from our newsroom. Thank you so much for watching. I am Fidelia Aguncha.